Hello everybody, it's lockdown day 16 and today we're going to make chickpeas, especially for my cousin in Jersey. So I have done a lot of mistakes today and this is like the third time I'm going to do it. So it's in 3 different stages and unfortunately I've run out of chickpeas. So I'm going to show you what I've done so far and at least we'll get to do the cooking part together. So what I did, let me show you. Okay, so these are your chickpeas. So you would soak them overnight so that they can cook easily. Boil them the next day. They enlarge, they get bigger. Then you are going to save the water that the chickpeas were in, and that's called aquafaba. And you can make cream out of that, which I'm going to show you hopefully today on an extra video. So we'll put that to the side. Okay, so you would, the water that the chickpeas were in, you would put that, you would drain it, chickpeas in here and the water in there, and save it. You can even freeze it. You can do many things with it. Now, the chickpeas you will put in a bowl, and like this, if you see, and what you will do is you will put corn flour on the chickpeas, and you would basically just roll them around. Let me just show you an example, like so. I guess I could cook these ones as well, but okay. So you would just roll them around like that. Just put them in this bowl so you can see them. And you would do that 3 times and adding in all the time. I'm going to write everything down on the description box below. So, so do excuse me if I've got white all over me from the corn flour. So these little things here are so nutritional. They are full of fiber and protein. It has your B vitamins. It's full of iron and potassium, magnesium. Excuse me. It's very good for diabetics. It's good for your bones, for blood pressure, for cholesterol, for your heart, for metabolism, and for your mental health. All in that little thing there. So, you know, they're so super healthy. They are classed as a superfood. Now, the next thing I did, after we've coated with corn flour the chickpeas, I heated up some olive oil and I put my chickpeas in the olive oil, and I did not touch them for at least 5, 6, 7 seconds. Then you can just shake it like that, and slowly you get this. You get them, I've just had them in this kitchen towel, just soaking up all the oil, and you see, they already sound crunchy. Really nice. But to that, we're going to make a sauce. So I will be right back as I prepare the next part of the cooking. Before I show you the next part, I've also had these chickpeas in the oven. So you can do them in the oven without oil and they still come out crunchy. Nice. Nice on salad. And so what I did was I put different spices. I put dried thyme and oregano, cumin and cayenne pepper and garlic pepper. Oh, there you go. That's oven chickpeas. And now we're going to do our fried chickpeas. Okay, so here we are by the cooker. So I've actually decided to cook the extra chickpeas I had to show you. Okay, so, no, I've done this wrong. Still trying to get used to this cooker. So I'm now going to add in my chickpeas that have the corn flour on them. Now you don't want to mess around with them once they're in the pan. Just give them a gentle shake. Okay, and that will start to cook. So they're starting to come together and heat up like that, and now that it's heated up a little bit and been cooking for a few seconds, you can just gently toss them back and forth like so, just until they start colouring. In this pot I've got brown rice cooking. Nice, that's nearly ready. So brown rice takes longer than white rice, and it is healthier than white rice. I eat white rice as well because I do love it, but I'm trying to eat more brown rice lately. All my pasta is brown, no white rice, no pasta cooked in egg. So we just want to let that get a little bit more colour before we do the next stage of our recipe. Okay, so they're nearly ready. Give them a little toss. Nearly there. So, nice and crunchy, and they're ready. I'll quickly take them out because they can burn very easily and overcook them. So when they're about that colour, they're good to go. So just help me take every single chickpea, and we shall go on to the last stage of this recipe. So there we go, that's all done. As I said, you can do this recipe, not this recipe, I mean you can make crunchy with chickpeas without the, can you see? You hear the crunch? There we go. So let the oil just be soaked up. Now, to a pan, let that heat up again. In here, I have already been cooking the onion. I put white onion, then I put green chilli, and I put green pepper, and I've put garlic in there. And now I'm just going to wait for it to heat up again, and I'm going to add some salt now at this stage. I'm going to add just a little bit of black pepper. She says, adding in more than a little. So, because the garlic is in here as well, so we don't burn it, we've got to keep on mixing it, okay? Just turning it around. And as I said, it's already been cooking, so this is nearly just about ready for our sauces to go in. There we go. So now, this is what we're going to do, because there's quite a few things that is going into here, so be ready. Now we are going to add first a tablespoon of ketchup, and mix. I'm adding now a tablespoon of chili sauce. I'm going to lower that down a little bit. Okay. I'm going to add now a tablespoon of soya sauce, dark soya sauce. I'm going to also add a teaspoon of rice white vinegar. Okay. And I think, and I'm going to add in a tablespoon of black sesame seeds. That's just going to all cook and come down to all the flavours together. Then we are going to add, of course, what else but our lovely maple syrup. So a teaspoon of maple syrup. Okay, and can you see that it's absorbing most of the juices? And to that, you add in some water. Okay. And you're like, it's too watery. Yes, so now what we do is, in this little dish here, that is our rice. Rice is ready, it can come off. So in this little dish I have water and cornstarch, and I'm just going to add a little so it can thicken up our sauce. You see that? If you feel like you need a little bit more, you can add a little bit more. I'm not the cleanest of cookers, of chefs, as you can see. Doesn't matter. I produce good, yummy food. That's the important thing. So, and now I'm going to close the heat. Actual fact, before I actually close it, I'm just going to give it one more. Tastes nice. Let me try. Okay, that's definitely enough now. I think it needs just a touch more salt. Okay, so that's nice and thick now. Can you see that? I hope you can see that. And to that, now we add in our chickpeas and just coat it all so every chickpea can get some of the sauce, and that's going to be absolutely delicious over on top of a bed of brown rice. You can do quinoa, you can do the millet that I showed you, you can do lots and lots of things. So let's come over here. Kitchen is an absolute mess. So here we have it, straight out of the pan. It's very delicious. I do recommend you eat it. I want to eat more.